Alright, here's one final look at Guardians of the Galaxy. What can I say about this toy line? When I first saw them on the shelves, I was like, oh, these look pretty cool, these 2-inch figures, but if they had vehicles, that'd be even better. And guess what? They came with spaceships and vehicles, so I had to get them in the end. Somebody made an interesting suggestion to me, mentioned something to me that I completely forgot about, is mask. Well, hello, this looks more or less like a mask toy line almost. I mean, you know, apart from all these colourful weapons, but again, illusion is the ultimate weapon, was it? I think that's the tagline for it. So all these colourful pieces of plastic are great. All of the figures are really cool. I really enjoy the villains. I think they look really good. All of them in the red and silver. I love the good guys. They look all cool. The Nova Corps guys, who I assume are good guys / nuisances to the good guys. I love the spaceships. All 4 of them are brilliant toys. And to be honest, they're really good toys. They really are. The odd thing I find with this series is odd that you get Grunt and Rocket twice with either a Nova soldier or one of the villain soldiers, which I find kind of odd. It would be nice perhaps just to get a pack of the villains and the good guys soldiers just together, like 2s of those, and just perhaps Rocket and Grunt together. But yeah, I think it's a great toy line. The only disappointing figure in the whole toy line, and it really is odd, is this one. I find him to be so sort of bland. I think his tattoos look really good, but everybody else has eyes. He doesn't, for some reason. It's a minor complaint, but he is perhaps the most uninteresting looking character. Maybe because he's just a brute character and I'm not too interested in them anymore. But again, it's my own sort of look at it, and I don't really like sort of... But you never know, it might grow on there. But yeah, it's brilliant. I love this toy line. I think it's great. This is all of it, by the way. All of this, all 4 ships, and all of the all the figures, all of their equipment and rocket launchers, of course. You know, oodles of see-through blasters and swords and hammers and rocket packs and all sorts of stuff. I think it's a really good toy line. It's a very reasonably priced toy line as well. This whole lot can probably set you back £100. That's it. You got the whole lot. And unless you want additional, say, Nova Star blasters or NASCAR ships, which are worth getting for £15, because you not only get a figure, you get the ship as well, so that's not too bad. You only need 1 Minarno and 1 Warbird. So yeah, sorted. I think it's a great toy line. But ultimately, the best piece in the whole thing is the Minarno itself. I think it's such an awesome toy. It really is. I mean, the lights and sounds are great. The fact that there aren't any gun noises, but just zooming around and hovering noises are really fun. Plus, its colour scheme is so vibrant compared to the others. But then I like the villain ship as well. I think the villain ship is really worth getting as well. It's like this is perhaps one of the best mini starfighters you can get. It's perhaps not the biggest one compared to, say, Warbird and the Thing Air, but I think it's the most solid one. It really is. Very nice. So what can I say? I enjoy this toy line. I think it's great. I really do. And well worth picking up. Especially the price point as well. £6 for little figures that come either in 2s or 3s. If you buy, say, Grunt and Rocket and the Nova, so that's one set there, and then you get one of those and a rocket launcher as well, so it's not too bad. £15 for a ship, a figure, a rocket launcher, another true a sprue tree full of little weapons and everything. I think it's great. I think it really is a good toy line. If you're interested in picking up, it's available now. I got all of this from the Entertainer. I went with them because they got it all in first. They got all the little figures in stock. Then they got these ships in before Toys R Us, so I got them first from them. So yeah, I recommend picking them up. So yeah, it's a great toy line for what it is. Small little figures, you know. And if it does well, who knows? May get mask. It would be nice, but at the moment, this is the best next thing for it because they're spaceships. You know, sound effects and everything on one of them. What could you want more of? So yeah, that was a quick end look at Guardians of the Galaxy toys. I haven't seen the film yet. But you never know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely worth looking into this toy line if you're interested in this sort of 2-inch scale and small vehicles, because what's good is that unlike a 3 3/4-inch toy line where the vehicles are huge, and we'll see the difference when I get to the Star Wars Vintage Collection, we'll look at that. These are really nice scale, and it's great because for kids you can carry these around with you, you know, in your pocket, in the car and things like that, so you can have Star-Lord fighting off loads of soldiers in your imagination, you know. It's simply because they're such a nice scale, they're easy to take with you, and it's one of those toy line sort of scales that doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, I definitely recommend Guardians of the Galaxy toy line. It's definitely worth picking up from Hasbro.